Gentlemen, let me cut through the noise and tell you the truth. Most men over 50 are never told. Weak erections, fading energy, sluggish mornings, they don't just happen because you're getting older. That's a lie. What's really going on inside your body is a hormonal hijacking. A chemical imbalance that quietly steals your testosterone, robs your vitality, and makes you feel like a shadow of the man you used to be. And the culprit isn't always low T by itself. The real thief, the silent saboteur that most doctors barely even mention, is a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. It's designed to keep you alive in emergencies. Back in the caveman days, it was perfect. You see a predator, your body floods with cortisol, your senses sharpen, your muscles fire, you fight or you run. Once the danger passes, cortisol drops and your body returns to balance. But here's the problem. Today, your body isn't fighting lions or bears. It's battling deadlines, bills, arguments, sleepless nights, processed food, alcohol, and the constant pressure of modern living. And all of that keeps your cortisol switch stuck in the on position. When cortisol stays elevated, it becomes toxic. It crushes your testosterone production. It stiffens your blood vessels. It weakens your erections. It ruins your sleep. And over time, it convinces you that you're just getting old. But here's the truth. You're not broken. You're not finished. You're not doomed to live weaker and softer for the rest of your life. What's happening is chemistry, and chemistry can be fixed. That's why today, we're going to expose cortisol for what it really is, the silent testosterone killer after 50. I'm going to show you how it wrecks your hormones, the everyday triggers that keep it sky high, and most importantly, the exact steps you can take to lower it naturally. Steps that will restore your testosterone, bring back your morning erections, and make you feel like a man again. By the time we're done, you'll understand why this one hormone has been holding you back for years and how to flip the switch back in your favor. So stay with me, because if you've been waking up weaker, softer, and more tired, this is the missing piece. And once you fix it, everything changes. Section 1. Cortisol, the hidden hormone, sabotaging men after 50. Gentlemen, let's break it down. Cortisol is called the stress hormone, but that's an oversimplification. It's actually one of the most powerful regulators in your entire system. Produced by your adrenal glands, cortisol controls blood sugar, metabolism, inflammation, and even memory. In short bursts, it's life-saving, but when it's constantly elevated, it becomes life-destroying. For men over 50, this is where the nightmare begins. You're already in a stage of life where natural testosterone levels begin to decline, not vanish, decline. That means your body has to fight harder to maintain balance. Now, throw in chronically high cortisol, and you've basically tied both hands behind your back. Here's why. Cortisol and testosterone are biochemical opposites. They share the same raw materials, cholesterol. When your body is forced to pump out cortisol all day, it diverts resources away from testosterone production. In other words, every drop of cortisol you make is stealing fuel from your masculinity. But it doesn't stop there. Cortisol also interferes with the hypothalamus-pituitary-gonadal axis, the master control system that tells your testes to produce testosterone. Elevated cortisol sends the message, shut it down. Your brain literally signals your body to stop making testosterone. And then there's the blood sugar problem. Cortisol raises blood sugar so your muscles can use it in emergencies. But when you're not running from a predator, those elevated sugars get stored as fat. And guess where men store that fat after 50? The belly. Belly fat isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's hormonally active tissue. It produces estrogen. So now, on top of low testosterone, you've got rising estrogen. That's the 1-2 punch that wrecks male vitality. Do you see the vicious cycle? Stress raises cortisol. Cortisol lowers testosterone. Low testosterone leads to belly fat. Belly fat raises estrogen. Estrogen further lowers testosterone. Around and around it goes until one day you look in the mirror and don't even recognize yourself. But here's the part no one tells you. It's reversible. Cortisol may be a powerful hormone, but it's also highly responsive to lifestyle, nutrients, and daily habits. That means you're not stuck with this fate. You can break the cycle. And once you do, the benefits cascade. Your testosterone rebounds, your erections return, your energy surges, your belly shrinks, and your confidence rises. The key is understanding exactly how cortisol operates inside your body. Once you know the enemy, you can beat it, and that's what we're doing right now. Section 2: How Cortisol Crushes Testosterone and Erections. Let's talk about the brutal reality. Erections are not just about desire. They are a direct reflection of your biology. They require healthy testosterone levels, responsive nerves, and, most importantly, unrestricted blood flow. Cortisol sabotages all three. First, testosterone. As I explained earlier, cortisol literally tells your body to shut down testosterone production. That means lower libido, less energy, weaker muscles, and slower recovery. Without testosterone, morning erections fade. Second, nerves. Elevated cortisol keeps your nervous system locked in fight or flight. That means your parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for relaxation, digestion, and yes, sexual arousal, never gets to dominate. Erections require relaxation of smooth muscle tissue inside the penis. Without it, blood can't flow in. High cortisol keeps your body too tense, too wired, too stressed to allow this process. Third, blood flow. Cortisol increases inflammation and damages the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. When the endothelium is compromised, nitric oxide production plummets, and nitric oxide is the chemical that tells your penile arteries to open up. Without nitric oxide, blood can't rush in, and erections stay weak or disappear entirely. This is why men with high cortisol don't just feel stressed, they feel less like men. Their mornings are soft, their confidence is low, and their relationships suffer. Now here's the science-backed good news. The moment you bring cortisol down, all three systems recover. Testosterone production rebounds, nervous system balance restores, blood vessels heal, and nitric oxide rises. That means firmer, stronger, more consistent erections. So if you've been blaming age for your decline, stop. The real enemy is cortisol, and once you tame it, you'll see how quickly your body responds. Section 3: The Triggers, Daily Habits that Spike Cortisol. Now, you might be wondering, if cortisol is so destructive, why is mine so high all the time? The answer is simple: modern life. Your body wasn't designed for constant stress, yet almost everything you do daily is keeping your cortisol elevated. Here are the biggest triggers. Poor sleep. When you stay up late, wake up often, or cut sleep short, your cortisol skyrockets. That's why men who don't sleep wake up tired and never recover. Processed foods, sugar, refined carbs, and alcohol all spike cortisol. They keep your blood sugar unstable, forcing your adrenal glands to work overtime. Caffeine overload. 1 cup of coffee is fine. 5 cups is a cortisol disaster. Constant stress, arguments, work pressure, financial worries. Your body reacts to these as if you're in physical danger. Lack of recovery. Men who never unplug, who grind 24/7, are keeping their stress response locked in the on position. The truth is, most men are living in an invisible cortisol storm every single day. And unless you take deliberate steps to break these patterns, your body will stay stuck in stress mode forever. But here's the hope. Each of these triggers can be reversed. And the moment you do, cortisol falls, testosterone rises, erections return. Section 4: The Fix, Nutrients, Routines, and Hacks to Lower Cortisol Naturally. All right, gentlemen, now let's get practical. How do you lower cortisol naturally and bring your testosterone back online? The answer is not complicated. It comes down to 3 pillars: nutrients, routines, and recovery. Nutrients. Magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Take it at night to calm your nervous system and deepen your sleep. Vitamin C lowers cortisol and protects your blood vessels. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation and stabilize hormones. Routines prioritize 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep. This is when testosterone is produced. Practice stress resets, deep breathing, meditation, or even a 10-minute walk after meals. Cut caffeine after noon. Recovery, lift weights, but don't overtrain. Overtraining spikes cortisol. Spend more time outdoors. Sunlight lowers cortisol and boosts testosterone. Connect with people. Isolation raises stress. Relationships lower it. When you stack these habits together, your cortisol begins to fall like dominoes, and as it falls, your testosterone climbs, your blood flow improves, your mornings come back to life. Reclaiming your morning strength and confidence. Gentlemen, let me leave you with this. You are not broken, you are not too old, you are not finished. What you've been experiencing, weaker mornings, lower drive, fading energy, is not a death sentence. It's a hormone imbalance, and the number one driver of that imbalance is cortisol. The moment you understand that, you take your power back because cortisol is not destiny, it's not permanent, it's responsive. That means the moment you shift your habits, your nutrition, your recovery, your body begins to change. And here's the best part, it changes faster than you think. Within weeks of lowering cortisol, men report stronger erections, higher energy, deeper sleep, and renewed confidence. Within months, their bodies transform. So don't let anyone tell you that aging equals weakness. That is a lie. The truth is, you are still capable of strength, vitality, and power. You just have to win the battle against cortisol. Do that, and your mornings will return, your masculinity will return, and you'll feel alive again. I'm Caroline Ruth, and this has been your blueprint for reclaiming your testosterone, your erections, and your confidence after 50.